we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission, coming for the top position.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Here goes the line. 180. Let's go, D. Shift. Tell. General West.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run. It's Lindsay looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 57. Watch the backer.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, gone. He's got Smith here. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, gone. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Samson Abukum. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
White 20.
Defense wins championships, baby. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, shell.
Play action. It's Goff. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Right here, right here.
They'll run with Elliott. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They're running it. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Let me go on for 6.
Hold on. Check.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
3 bucks.
Goff on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Value 3. Recon, 132 fighter.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
57. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch this.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Pick there by Nick Nelson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Elliott. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, watch the slant. Check nipple.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
First down, Washington.
Rush in. Rush in.
6-3. 218. Chop. Hey. High 7. Shoot.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Pilot 64. Weak. Snap.
Locke going to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Down. 18 Gator. Ready?
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Hey, echo.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Mike 51.
Blue draw, Parker.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That second down play nets a -4. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Marr able to put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
12. Hey, Charlie. 26 months. 26 months. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Raider first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert Flair. Alert Flair.
Ric Flair.
Mike. 26 Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
The final shot before break here. Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Floating one, incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2. Goff. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Recon, 132 fighter. 51, Mike 51. Let's go.
Lock off of play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Samson Ebukam make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
6 guys, value 1.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendale as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Skirts by him at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
80 weapons.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Keep turbo.
Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. A first down carry by Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Touch.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Value 3.
Goff now to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check 3.
Ric Flair.
Undercut.
Now it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Maverick. Protein spill.
Goff. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. A loss of 2 there, second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check three. Super.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Oakland, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a